Tilik, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Yeah, man. So, Tilik, we met about like 2 months ago, right?
Yeah, about 2 months ago.
Two
Absolutely.
months. You've done so much for me
Oh, man,
in
thank you.
that 2 months, man. Yeah, you blew my mind. It's like the first time I reached out to you to ask you a question, and then you called me right back. I said, man, that's high level.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
because and when I was having problem with my audio, the sound, and you assisted me, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, man, I was
know?
glad to be, glad to help, man. I'm a real person, and I
Yeah.
know we had real situations. So we all been in that situation where we needed somebody to help
Yeah,
us.
yeah,
And I was glad to be of some assistance
yeah. But
or
I
lead you
mean,
to the right direction, you know?
yeah. But the thing is that your humility, that's what really blows my mind, because sometimes when you find people who are successful, I don't know, they kind of show up a little different. Your son works in iHeartRadio, right?
He does, yep.
All right. So the youngest um, studio owner.
Yes, youngest studio owner here in the Metro Atlanta area.
That's
Yes,
amazing.
thanks, man. It's been a blessing, man. My son worked extremely hard. I'm extremely
Yeah.
proud of him. He one of the few people I ever met
Yeah.
that actually went after what he wanted and doing it and consistently.
Yeah.
Um, my a lot of times we as parents, man, we want to brag on our son, but I'm the type of father, if you coming up short, I'm telling
Yeah.
you short.
I'm gonna tell you.
Because what happens is we don't mind supporting them, but at the same time, you don't want to be acting like they so great and they not.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not to say that my son is so great or this, but hey, we all can use some tweaking.
No, he doing it, man.
And I'm just extremely proud. And not only that, he don't cheat the system. He
Yeah.
worked.
He works.
I done seen him literally wake up in the morning, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning and work to
That's-
2 o'clock. I said, man, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed, man. And he get it
working.
done. So yeah, for
that's
sure.
what we need, man. Some young people, man, they take things for granted, and they expect things to fall on their laps. But hey, yeah, he's working hard, and you've been in production for a long time.
Well, some would say I'm still a baby in it, but we've been doing this.
You've been doing it for a
professional-
while.
Well, since 2018 on a
Yeah.
professional level. And once again, back to my son, this was his passion.
Okay.
And just sometimes our kids got this burning desire and passion, and all they need is support. And a
Yeah.
lot of times, we as parents, we don't have the time to pour into them to support them.
Yeah.
But I didn't make that type of mistake.
That's
And,
where I'm coming from.
yeah.
You just hit something right here, because you have the time to support him.
You got to
And
make the time.
You make the time. Yeah,
Yes,
I understand.
yes.
Yes. But sometimes, it depends on the certain level where you are in life. You're trying to make the time, but you're not trying to keep up with the bills and everything. And it's like a conflict between what you want and what you are. So it's conflicting. It's a fight. So how did you do to get to the point where you have the time to support your son and his dream?
Well, let's take a couple steps back, and I'm gonna get to that.
Yeah.
If your child got in trouble, right?
Yeah.
By the law, right? And was going to court, you would make time.
Oof.
You follow me?
I follow.
So sometimes we have to put our perspective. We say we as parents, we do this for our kids. Well, here's the test of time. What are you doing? You know, we obligated to feed them,
Yeah.
clothe them, shelter. That's our responsibility till they
This is,
reach a
yeah.
certain age. But what else you gonna do? You know,
Yeah.
you gonna go to every football, basketball game? Maybe not.
Yeah.
But at the same time, maybe their angle is not that. Maybe it's art. Maybe it's
Wow.
music. Maybe it ain't the norm. You know, maybe they're a good writer,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so you just have to embrace and support that, because
Yeah.
if it was on the other end, like I said, if you had to be in court because
Yeah.
your child was gonna face 20 years,
You will have the time to do
you
that.
you're not going to work. What you gonna do?
Wow.
You gonna take off, right?
Yeah.
You know, or at least that's because if you don't take off, guess what? The judge gonna say, well, you know what? I'll give him 50 years.
Wow.
You know,
Listen to this hits hard, man.
I'll give him 50 years. So, to fast forward to answer your question,
Yeah.
I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, and not all my businesses work. You know, many was a springboard to where
Yeah.
I'm at now.
Okay.
And I always said this a long time ago. I always say trial and error. Some say fail yourself forward.
Yeah.
Learn from your mistakes. I done had several businesses and just found one that worked. And I knew I wasn't the corporate America guy. You know?
Yeah.
Every time I try to work and be obedient, man, I probably had over 60 jobs.
Yeah. Wow.
And not that I didn't want to follow rules, it's just that I seen things easier.
that's not for everybody.
Yeah, and I just kept on getting fired. I was like, man, look, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
You know, it was challenging at times, you know, but
Yeah.
we never went hungry, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is that now you have the time, you are successful, you have your own studio. Like I went to the studio, man. That's lit, bro.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So you have the studio and you doing a lot of great things. And sometimes when people look at you at that level and they look at themselves, they compare to say, man, he's doing this is because he's there. But they don't know where you came from.
Can I tell them where I came from?
Go ahead, yeah.
Man, it's a long story. Man, growing up, man, from Charlottesville, Virginia. So growing up, I like to say I was a fun kid.
Okay.
And at the age of 9, I lost my father
Oof.
To kidney failure.
Hmm.
You know, but I had a village behind us. You know, my mom always worked 2 jobs, even through going through college. You know, had my grandmother, grandparents, uncles, aunts, etc. Just the village. And when I got around 12 years old, man, I hang around with the wrong crowd, and my brother liked to say I was the wrong crowd.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
And so, man, from the age of 12 to 17, 18, I went on this dark trail, man. You know, breaking in cars, fighting,
Oh, wow.
stealing. And then, like 17, 18, man, I got in trouble. Actually, I think it was 18, I got in trouble. And I was with the wrong crowd, wrong time, and it was a drive-by, right? And I was in the car, and I was facing 2 counts of attempted murder.
Wow.
And so that really changed my life, man. I was looking at 47 years,
Oof.
you know, and I was like, man, 47 years,
47 years.
Is a lifetime, right?
Yeah.
Right? And so, man, had a praying grandmother, right? Praying mother, praying family, man, and in the grace of God, man, just the grace of God, man. You know, I didn't get charged with that.
Oh,
They found me
praise
not
God,
guilty. At the same time, man, I was applying for college to go to school here in Atlanta. That's how I got down here.
Okay.
I came to Atlanta in '92, man, and I didn't know no one. And I remember that first night, man. I cried like a baby, right? And so what happened was, I was like, man, I get a second chance, man. You know? And the other guys that was with me, man, was facing 47 years. One did like 5. I'm not really sure what the other guys did. Matter of fact, I hadn't even seen them other guys before. And it was really just, you know, I didn't even really know some of the guys that was in the car, man.
Really?
Which was crazy. Yeah, it's a crazy story.
So, man, no, I mean, this is
You know.
powerful, man. You know how many kids out there trying to be cool
Yeah.
and hanging out with the wrong people.
Yeah.
And even kids from church, they're trying to be cool and trying to learn something outside and doing these things, man, and they don't know what tomorrow can bring for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what would you tell somebody like a parent that has a 14, 15-year-old young adult that's trying to be on the street? What should they do?
Man, you got to get that attention. And we as parents, man, we know what our kids like.
Okay.
And we have to embrace that. You know? We talk about this on my podcast a lot.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
So our podcast is B2M Crew.
Yeah.
Podcast is on YouTube. So definitely go subscribe and check us out.
B2M.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And but what I wanted to share with you and your viewers is you gotta find out what your kids like. Right? And what your kids like, you gotta try to embrace that and support. Because if you trying to do your own agenda as a parent, you're not gonna get to them.
Gotcha.
You follow me?
Yeah.
Not only that, man, as a parent, man, we gotta operate in a level of integrity. You know, you can't be doing all this sly and slimy stuff in front of your child and then expect your child to respect you.
Yeah.
You follow me?
Gotcha.
They look at you as a hypocrite.
That's true.
You follow me? So
Yeah.
so we gotta lead by examples.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about not only doing lip service, but actions as well. You know, how do are you letting your kids listen to bad language in the car?
Yeah.
And when grown people come over, you tell your daughter, "Hey, baby, dance, do that do that latest dance," and they shaking and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, we can't do that. What kind of message are you sending?
Gotcha.
And
man.
then they get the laughs and the giggles, and then they're in grown folks' face, acting out.
Yeah.
That's not what we want to do for our babies. That's not how we want to bring our children.
Sometimes parents are really the motivator for the children to go that route.
Yeah.
And they take it as something that's funny, but when the reality hits, that's where they start to think that, man, it was not funny.
Yeah. What about gossiping in the car?
Oof. Okay.
You follow me?
Yeah.
You having these adult conversations around your kids.
Oof.
And you want to know where they get these bad behaviors. And then you hear your kids, well, kids really don't go outside no more, but if you do hear them, they using this profanity. Where'd that come from?
Yeah. From the parents. Well, parents, you already here, man. Learn something from Tilik today, But he has a podcast. That's what they talk about. He could talk about that the whole day, But he came here to talk about business today. So you gotta, we're gonna learn something about production, man, because you've been doing this for quite some time. I see all the badges you have, all the places you've worked and filming.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, so how did you end up in video production?
Once again, man, my son got me down this avenue. I remember when my son was 16 years old. My wife and I, we was out. She was gone somewhere. I was gone somewhere. I come in the house and my son like rearranged
Yeah.
the house. And I said, boy, your mama gonna kill you. That's what, you know. And he had the camera. And it's like the camera was blocking. It only showed this much of his face. And I was like, I looked down and I seen 1,000 people looking at my son.
Really?
And I said, oh my goodness. So I adjusted the camera like this, got him in the right frame.
Yeah.
That's how I became his cameraman.
Listen to this.
And I'm telling you,
yeah.
And I, as the production, this way before iHeart. He just started iHeart like earlier this year, you know. Way before iHeart, we covered the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Here in Atlanta, we covered the Super Bowl. We covered the Pro Bowl.
Wow.
We covered the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So the Pro Bowl was in Florida. The Hall of Fame was in Canton, Ohio, right? We covered the Democrat debate.
Okay.
Right?
Wow.
So, we cover a ton of things.
I've seen a lot of badges, man. It's a lot of them.
My son interviewed Vice President Kamala Harris, man, during the Democratic debate.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been in the room. You know, we didn't cover a ton of stuff. We didn't cover presidential stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, the good and the bad. You know, so
gotcha. Man, that's
and so much more. Celebrities like housewives and all kind of stuff, man.
That's inspiring. So now you love it, right? You love producing. And I've seen you've been doing some commercials too.
Yes.
For companies, things like that. So how do they find out about you? How do they reach you?
How do y'all reach me? Win Productions, LLC.com. You can go to our website, www.winproductions, WYNN, Productions with an S, LLC.com. Go to our website. Or you can contact us at 754-225-2805.
All right, yeah. So now, what is the benefit of somebody saying, okay, I want to start a production studio, or what is the benefit of you working with someone to help them with their production?
I think the beauty is, man, just sitting down with them and having a talk with them and finding out what their needs are.
Okay.
And once you find out your client needs and you ask them, you know, they have any ideas and stuff, and then you just start building, and you create this masterpiece for them. And I think that's the beauty. It's like building a house, man. You know, you get the blueprint, and then of course you get the permits and all that stuff, and then you just start building.
Yeah, because what I'm thinking about, there are some professionals out there. They have a message, right? They want to share their message, but they don't have the time to produce the videos. They don't know how to connect the cables.
Right.
Yeah. So you come in and you help them out.
I help them out. You know, you make your commercial, your video, your whatever you working on, we make it pop. No shade on the cell phone industry because they got some great quality. Yeah. But I mean, there is a difference.
There is a difference. Yeah.
There is a difference using, you know, high quality, expensive cameras. You know, I mean, you gotta understand there's a difference. I mean, you got cameras out here that you could get for $200, $300. You got some for $50, $100,000 and up. So don't underestimate it and say it's just a camera. Yeah, yeah. It's more than just a camera.
Gotcha.
You know, and no shade because we all gotta start somewhere. Yeah. So we started somewhere. I mean, just like anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So no disrespect, but sometimes we don't want to stay there, man. We gotta bump
Yeah,
it up, man.
you gotta move up.
and
That's just what it is.
elevate yourself. So
Yeah.
that's really my message. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the money. You know,
Let's talk about the money.
How do you help people make money, right? Because some people they out there maybe professionals and they want to make some more money, right?
Right.
They maybe some people they have a job making about $100,000, but they don't see that money. They want to make some extra income, and I know you can help other people too. You know, even though they are not making that much. So how do you help people with what you do to create some more income?
As far as the video production side,
video production.
I think the main thing is, man, we, you know, I've heard a lot of times, man, from the big dogs out there, that if you don't have a commercial, you hadn't even started yet.
Okay.
You know, and really what they saying is, why? I mean, let's use McDonald's for instance, right? We know everybody know McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
But why do you think they still have commercials and billboards?
True.
You already know them.
I have never thought about that.
You already know them. Why? Because they need you to know that they still around. They
Yeah.
still exist. You know, there's some competitors out there, and the more that you can get in front of your audience, the more they're gonna shop and support you.
Mm-hmm.
And so you need to get in front of your audience, and getting in front of your audience and translate to money.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
if you can tell your audience and communicate with them about what you got, that turn into money.
Gotcha, man.
And guess what else? This is a tax write-off. You running a business.
Okay.
You running a business. This is an expense. And guess what? You could either invest in yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And pay the money, or at the end of the year, Uncle Sam gonna get his. So let's just say, for instance, you had $5,000 that you had to pay in taxes. Well, what if you got a commercial? What if you got a commercial?
Yeah, talk a little more about that, because you're not a tax professional.
I'm not a tax professional, but
okay.
guess what?
Yeah.
I'm in this business.
You know.
And having a commercial, advertising and stuff like that is a business expense.
Yeah.
That's wherever you go.
But yeah, because I'm thinking about this. Let's say you have $10,000 and you pay $10,000 to get a commercial. You write that off.
Yeah.
Instead of leaving that money on the table to pay taxes and everything on that money.
Yeah. You're going to pay either way.
You pay either way.
And why don't you pay to invest in yourself, your company?
Yeah.
And then whatever left over, you know, it's Uncle Sam's, you know, however it works. But definitely it's a tax write-off.
No, and when you do that too, it's a way to boost your business, because you invest in money into your business.
That's right.
And that commercial will take you a long way.
Absolutely.
That's
and it's going to bring you more revenue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an investment.
It's an investment.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now,
you're not going to get that if you record it on your cell phone, because you did it. You ain't spent no money.
Yeah, that's true, man.
You ain't spent no money.
That's true.
So you might as well go on and get a quality product.
Yeah.
Let people know. And you're going to get a return on your investment.
Yeah. So this part is amazing, because what you're doing is not just like you say, that's a business. It's just that you're giving a service to the community and helping the community. Because when I went to your studio, I saw all these people over there and people coming in, you know, so that's great. Now, the other part of the story is you are well known. Okay,
I'm well known.
You go out there and people are calling you people you don't even know, right? So, how does it feel being on the street at the supermarket? You don't know someone, but they know you, and they trying to, talking and saying, calling your name.
Yeah.
How does it feel? I don't know if I really see myself in that position.
Man, you know what, man? It's serving, man. It's servanthood.
Serving.
It's just, man. Man, you just serve people, man.
Yeah.
You serve people, man, and you love on them, man. You let them know you real, man. I ate just like you ate.
Yeah.
You know, and man, it's nothing like giving back, man, and just pouring into somebody, man.
Okay.
You know, we all don't have good, beautiful, happy days, man.
Yeah.
And you know, I turn around and I smile, man. I hug people, you know. So
Yeah.
I just let them know, man, that it's hope, man. I mean, I know I done had several businesses, you know. I done been up, I done been down, I done seen hard times, and so I understand and I can identify with it. So, you know, just humble yourself, man. You know, I ain't no better than the next person. You know, I can show you some things, I can teach you some things,
Yeah.
and I want you to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man. But my thing is the other day when I went to the studio, I see a lot of people over there trying to talk to you, and it's like, okay, so what's the deal? You know, how do you manage that when you get to that level? How do you manage to be nice to everyone? Because the thing is that I can't be mad with somebody. Nobody cares, right? Nobody cares, but you gotta watch what you say and how you say it, and everything. So how you manage to stay humble with everybody? Oh, do you do that with everyone?
It's embedded in me, man. You know, like I started off, man. I always been a happy kid, man. You know,
Yes, that's good.
In every situation, man, I found something good to come out of it.
Okay.
I'm serious, man. Like, you know, we all get man. Oh man, that traffic down there.
Yeah.
And immediately, man, I said, you know what? I said, God, you know, it was a reason I got stuck in traffic, and I'm on this side.
Okay.
And I'm not in the accident.
Yeah.
You know? So it's how you look at it. It's through what lens are you looking? Are you looking through the negative side of the lens or the positive side? And I always find positive in everything.
That's why I was coming.
Even death.
Wow.
I mean, and the people's like, what? You know, because if this person passed away, think about those stories, those memories, those good times you had with that person.
Wow. It's
you know,
hard, man.
and the stories just continue to live.
Yeah.
So it's how you look at it. And that's how I look at everything.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was saying, is that to get to a certain level in life, there are some core values that you need to develop. And it seems that this is one of these values that you have developed over time, and that has gotten you to where you are right now.
Yeah, man. I got a extreme and loving family, you know.
Okay.
And you know, that's one of God's, you know, principles, right?
Yes,
love, right?
Love, that's right.
And just experiencing that, man. So many children don't experience that parents saying I love you.
Yeah.
And no shade on nobody, but you know, you have to let your child know. Did you love them? You gotta let your spouse know. You gotta let people around you know you love them.
Yeah.
You know, I even let my friends know I love them. I'm talking about males. You know, because man, it's important that you need to demonstrate.
Yeah.
You know, that agape love. You know,
Yeah.
that the love, the highest love you can get. You know, you have to demonstrate and let people know you love them and you care and you sincere about it.
That's amazing. Now, my question is, your life is telling me that it's possible for somebody to come out of a really, I don't want to say negative, but from the other side
Mm-hmm.
to pass to the side of success. And but it also takes someone's determination to do that. Because what you used to be based on your story, you could have been somewhere else, right? That means
Man,
it
yeah.
required you to click or to turn around. So what was that moment in your life though?
Made me turn around.
Yeah.
Man, I have so many friends that got caught up in the drug game. So many friends that then got murdered. So many friends that then murdered people.
Wow.
Um, I didn't grow up in the projects.
Yeah.
Like growing up, we always lived in the house. For
Okay.
the most part, we stayed in an apartment for a little while, but I didn't grow up in these in areas. So sometimes you can't blame it on I grew up in the hood. I didn't grow up
Okay.
in the hood,
Yeah.
but you know those environments, those relationships, those friends don't know how to tell people no. Rolling with the crowd. Now, I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't really a follower, but at the same time, I always used to like money though.
Okay.
Even at a young age.
Okay.
I worked a regular job when I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
But to answer your thing, what made me turn around, man, when I was facing them 47 years, I got arrested. They came and got me out of school, and I was in government class, and what happened was they said, "Hey, take your bags with you." I said, "Oh man, I had done so much mess. I didn't know what they was coming to get me
Oof.
for, right?"
Man.
And so I didn't want to incriminate myself, right? And they was like, "Why? You know why we came to get you?" I was like, "Nah, I don't know, right?"
Wow.
And so I plead the fifth. I ain't asking no questions or whatever. And when they fingerprint me, took me in, I stayed overnight. And when I was there, my mom and my brother came, and I seen my brother, the disappointment on my brother's face. And I knew if he could get his hands on me, he my older brother. If he could get his hands on me,
Wow.
it wasn't gonna be pretty.
Yeah.
Right? And my mother, right? My mother, like, she didn't accept none of this mess that I was doing. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't condone any of this.
Yeah.
Like, man, like if I was doing something, she would get in touch with me way before cell phones. Boy, take your butt home, ride down the street, come find me, whatever. She that type of mother,
Yeah.
right? And guess what? I better move, right? But what happened was, so my mom came to the jail. I didn't even see her face. She was crying the whole time.
Man.
And that moment right there, that did it. I said I would never ever inflict that much pain
Man.
on my mother again. And right there in that jail cell, I made some commitments, right? And I said that I said, one, when I go back, I ain't coming back again. I said I will turn this day around, and I will spoil my mother. I will buy her whatever she want. I will fly her wherever she want to go,
Wow.
whatever she want to do.
Yeah.
I would do that, and that was my
The
commitment.
turning point.
And I said to myself, I never ever want to see her that hurt again. We say we love these people,
Yeah.
our parents, our siblings, our family. This the level of love. And you embarrassing the family. I didn't realize I was embarrassing the family until I got extremely old. Older.
Yeah.
Because when you doing foolishness, all you is caught up in selfishness of yourself. Everything wrapped around you. And so what happened was I did that. You know, my mom came to Atlanta. I flew her down. When she got here, I had a limousine waiting on her.
Okay.
You know, she got here. We went to nice 5-star restaurants.
Yeah.
All these things. Nice jewelry, designer clothes, just whatever.
Yeah, make it up.
You know,
make it up. Yeah.
and some people will say, "Oh, that's materialistic." Whatever. You know, it doesn't matter. She enjoyed it. That was my promise that I made to God. You know, regardless, and I lived up to it, and it feel good. You know, it feels good, man. We just got back from Paris, man. You
Okay.
know, treated her to Paris, man.
Yeah.
That type of stuff, man.
That's good.
You know.
But you know what? There are two extremes. There is the extreme where some people, they really bring hurt to their family,
Yes.
to their parents. But there is another extreme where some people are not living. They are not bad people.
Yes.
They are not doing anything wrong, but they are not living.
Yeah.
Right? So, and what I kind of found out is it seems like people who want to live are people, how would I put this? People who have faced death are people who want to live.
Yes.
So that means if you've never found yourself in a situation where you question life, it seems like you feel comfortable.
Yeah, contempt.
Yeah.
Laid back, settling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those people I see who want to do great things in life are those who've been in the moment where they were really down.
Well, you know, one thing, man, I like to tell people, man, not that you comparing, but a lot of times we compare ourselves, right? And you just find what make you happy.
Yeah.
And just execute, man. I mean, we capable of doing so much.
We are, yeah.
We look, we as humans, right? We are, first of all, nothing new up under the sun. We know this.
Yeah.
But look at all this technology that's exposed to us in 2023. Why it wasn't around? Why it didn't happen in the 70s,
Yeah.
the 50s, 60s? It's
Yeah.
not. All this stuff been here,
Everything.
right?
Yeah.
So my thing is, man. The thing is, man. We, like you say, you just gotta live, man.
Yeah.
And stop operating in fear. So many of us operate in fear. Fear is not of God. What are you fearing about?
Yeah.
You know, God say, let's live life abundantly.
Abundantly. Yeah.
You know, and why you not doing it? You know, you sitting around and you occupying your time through somebody else's life. Gossiping,
Wow.
searching on the internet,
Yeah.
continuing watching foolishness. You work this great job. You've been there 20, 30 years. Yo, it's time to live.
Time to live.
It's
Yes.
time to live. Like, once you key in and lay in on what you really want to do, it really don't take that much.
Yes.
It really don't take that much. But what happens is we so distracted with the news,
Yeah.
social media. Man, I challenge you, and no shame on none of this. I challenge you, besides what day your show come on, right? I challenge you to put down stuff and just operate on one thing and lock in on it for a week and see how much progress you make.
That's true. That's true, because a lot of distraction. I remember Myron Golden says distraction kills intention. So we got to live by intention.
Yes.
and remove distraction.
Yes.
So, and that's a great weapon that the enemy is using. It's mass distraction.
Hey, I challenge them to read this book called Outwitting the Devil.
Okay. Yeah.
Outwitting the Devil. At first when I was reading it was challenging to me. Not an advocate reader. But I'm part of the morning meetup book club.
Yeah.
And it allowed me to grow tremendously. But we read this book, Outwitting the Devil. And I had just kind of started the morning read up. And also, I was kind of fresh. And then also, I hadn't picked up reading a book in years, you know.
Yeah.
And it was challenging. And what happened was, it was Napoleon Hill having an interview with the devil. And when you read this book, and it's the reading is in different, like you could tell the difference in when the devil talking versus Napoleon Hill. And what happened was, it really give you a insight of what tools the devil is using on you on an everyday basis. And I'm talking about even your babies.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. And when you can listen to the audio on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so I was listening to the audio and reading to really help me get a full understanding.
Yeah.
And that, you talking about a powerful
That's
book.
true. Yeah. So distraction is one of them.
Yes.
That's true. So you're telling me, okay, we were talking about your what made you turn to become the person you are today, from all of the past stories that you mentioned, and now to what you're doing to see your family, you know, to see what you're doing with your child, man. This is amazing. Now, you turned as you saw your mother suffering for what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I believe some of the kids, they don't even think about that.
They don't.
They may see their parents crying and they keep doing the same thing.
Man, let me tell you something, man. If you could just see the terror you put in your parents, and most of the time it's the mother, right?
Yeah.
You know, of course, if you're a single mother, right? But what happens is them late nights, they
Yeah.
fearful that you're not gonna walk through that door. You know, that's a lot of pressure.
That's a lot.
You know, I mean, kids running away.
Yeah.
You know, and of course you don't really hear that language no more. They probably call it something else, but there's a whole lot of kids that get sucked in on the internet, and you know, you got a lot of mess out here. You know, here in Atlanta, the trafficking children is huge. You know,
Really? Wow.
yeah, it's huge. You know, when we was doing the Super Bowl, they had a company come in and cover some of those type of situations that's happening. You know, we went and filmed and stuff, but yeah, they talk about sex trafficking.
Wow.
Our young babies, man. So, you know, y'all trying to be hot, don't want to listen. I mean, they kidnapping our kids, man. And you might not see them.
So
They might not be dead, but you might not never see them either.
Yeah. So now today is the time to turn around.
Yeah.
Turn around and become successful. Don't listen to the distractions, but live on intention.
Live on intention.
Yeah. Because your life, man, is a great example to everyone, your story. So I would say, man, I appreciate everything you've done for me, you know, and when I see you, you're a great example to me and pushing me all the time to do what's good, man, to move on. And I believe I will I'll be successful, man,
You
because
you already
I am
successful, right? It's
Yeah,
possible, right?
it's possible.
You
Yeah,
here, man? I'm at your studio, man.
yeah.
Nice, man. You
Nice,
know,
bro.
I remember having this conversation with you,
True. Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure you didn't have everything. You probably was
No,
in the, and it ain't been long.
no, man.
So kudos to you. Seriously, this where
Yeah,
it started,
man.
man.
That's what it is,
This what,
man.
man. He wouldn't complain. He went and did it. He
Yeah,
called me, right?
that's right.
And what happened?
And now it's happening.
Y'all
Yeah,
watching it.
that's what it is.
Proud of
So,
you.
thank you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I believe it's possible for someone in any type of situation you are in your life to turn around and become successful. Turn around. You may be, trafficking, whatever, selling drugs and stealing. I don't know what life you have right now,
Right.
but whatever it is, man, from the stories that we've heard, from the life of Tilik with us right now, man, it tells you, man, you can turn around. You were about to face 47 years.
Yeah. 47. Yeah.
47 years, man. Don't let that happen to you to turn around and say, man, today's a day where I would decide to become successful. Build something, build a business or something, man.
Yeah. You know, and
Yeah.
even if it ain't a business,
Yeah.
guess what? Be the great employee where you at.
Okay.
Work up to management.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you'll have 4 or 5 stores. You know, I know everybody don't want to be an entrepreneur, but
Yeah,
coming
it
from
ain't for
entrepreneurs,
everyone.
that's what you gonna hear.
Yeah.
We not shaming y'all, but just be great, be intentional, right?
Yeah.
And build something,
Yeah.
build something. Those hobbies. What my brother like to say, man, when we growing up, when you catch a child, real young, 4 or 5 years old, what do you want to be? A firefighter, police
Yeah,
officer,
yeah.
actor, model, right? Then when they get into middle school, they say, what you going to be?
They don't know.
Why? Because parents, right,
Yeah.
beat it out you. And now you don't even dream no more.
Don't dream anymore.
You don't dream no more.
Yeah.
You can't even get past it no more.
That's true.
This is stuff we talk about on our podcast.
Yeah.
This is stuff we talk about.
I hope you tune to B2M.
Yeah, man. Hey, man.
B2M podcast.
I got you a hat, man.
Oh, yeah.
B2M, man.
Oh, all right, man. I'm going to wear
Yeah.
this right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Y'all lock in.
B2M.
B2M podcast crew, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. B2M, man, is 5 friends, childhood friends, 40 years of friendship,
Okay.
over 100 years of marriage. And we all came from single mother households, right? And all of our kids are successful, right? On our own journey. Whether they got master's degrees, but all our kids are successful,
Yeah.
from 6-figure earners at LinkedIn to my son working at iHeart Radio.
Yeah.
My son be on TV One, Fatal Attraction. He's a journalist on there. Tyrik Wynn.
That's great. Yeah.
And also my nephew, he's a professional Call of Duty gamer.
Okay.
So and it's just so many. We got teachers. You got school teachers. We got just so many professional young men that we raising. Is 13 kids, 12 sons.
Wow.
And we just extremely proud of them.
That's good. Yeah.
We are proud of them. So statistics say that single mothers raising sons. The statistics say we probably would have been in jail, locked up.
Yeah.
None of us done time like that. You know what I mean? And we all successful young men as well. We in our
That's
50s.
amazing, man. Yeah. So, Tilik, some of the people will want to connect with you
Okay.
because of the things you do. Some of them would like to start some production, something like that.
Yeah.
And as you already gave your information, we can leave a link so where they can find you or your
Okay.
website under the video. Is there anything you would like the people to stay with from our conversation today?
Yeah, make sure y'all go check out definitely B2M Crew
Yeah.
on YouTube. Y'all hear something y'all like, please subscribe to us. We building up our audience. Not only that, Win Productions LLC got a studio here in Atlanta. Our contact number is 754-225-2805. And we looking for people who want to teach some type of business classes, courses,
Yeah.
masterminds, stuff like that. We would like for y'all to reach out to us. We have a classroom setting, so maybe we can make something beautiful happen. Our
Sure.
studio in Fayetteville, address to our studio is 500 Lanier Avenue West in Fayetteville, Georgia, 30214.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, man. So that means some people may have an idea, they don't know how to bring it to life. So they can just contact you and you help them bring the idea to life. Because with your production. And some teachers, they may know how to teach, but they don't know how to produce a course, something like that. You can help them out with that too.
Yeah, I can help, we can video it. We can, that's what we do.
Yeah.
At Win Productions. We have drone and aerial footage. So any real estate agents out there that need that listings to pop, just reach out to us.
Okay.
We do a little bit of everything. So
Yeah.
definitely contact us.
All right, man. Tilik, thank you so much, man, for coming to the studio today.
Man, thank you so much for having me.
I appreciate you so much.
Hey, I didn't want to miss it for nothing in the world, man. It's possible, man.
It's possible, man.
Yeah, I love that
possible,
name, man.
yeah.
And it's going to go so far.
It will go far.
Yeah, because, man, guess what, man? You giving people hope,
Yeah.
and you giving them opportunities.
Yeah.
And you spreading the message.
And
So kudos to you.
That's what I'm saying here. No matter the situation you are in, it's possible.
And shout out to the producer, right?
Yes, the producer right here.
I'm loving this, man.
Yeah.
Family business, man.
Yes, sir.
That's how, man. Oh, man. This. I love it. Yes.
That's right, man. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Tilik, you have any other word you would like to share with everyone, a word of motivation, for the people to keep pursuing their goals and their dreams?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, just be yourself. Don't get caught up in a whole lot of mess. Be an executor. Be a doer. Be a giver.
Yeah.
Be a motivator. We got so much potential, and we not even tapping into a fraction of it. We're amazing people, and we just have to shine our light on some people sometimes, man.
Yes, sir.
And stop getting caught up in what everybody else doing, man. Just play your part.
You
and
should
you'll
be
make
a
a
motivational
difference.
speaker, man.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Hey, y'all book me out. I'm a motivational speaker. Yes.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for watching the video today.